Right, I've been watching a few videos on what to take as far as food with you on a long backpacking trip, hiking trip, or a through hike like the Appalachian Trail or something. So, a lot of people recommended these little Knorr pasta side dishes because they're quick to make and they're only $1. So those, um, those rations or whatever backpacking full meals around $7. So this saves you a lot of money. Um, I went to the store and got a few, and there was a variety of flavors. So that's a good thing about these. But if you're taking like a very long backpacking trip, you might get burned out on some of these. So I came up with the idea of making some yourself and seeing if I thought about all the benefits that you would get from making these yourself. If you're on a budget, these are only $1, but you end up saving some money making them yourself, probably around a quarter, maybe more. Plus, you're making your own creation, so you can have a wider variety than what they got here. Also, another reason why you might want them, if you're health conscious, some of these have chemicals in them, so you're in control of what you're putting in there as far as that's concerned. And these lastly, these take about 7 to 8 minutes to cook. You're going to save a couple minutes making these yourself. So all these are basically rice or pasta. So what I'm going to use for mine that I'm making, I've got two different things here, which were kind of the same thing that's in there. So instant rice, and all the stuff here you could get it. I'm going to show you. You could get it. I got it at Kroger or Walmart. So this is at Walmart. So anyway, 5 minutes cooking time. So right there, you're going to cook. You're going to save some time. And then pasta. This is, if you can see there, it's cut spaghetti, so it's already cut and broken up. 6 to 7 minutes to cook, so a little bit less. You could actually break some up yourself if you wanted to, if you're concerned about saving time. Get some angel hair and you would measure it out with this and then break it up. Angel hair takes about 3 or 4 minutes to cook, so about half the time if you would on those Knorr products. So saving money also, you might have a lot of this stuff that you're going to add in to making these little dishes yourself. You might have a lot of this stuff already in your pantry as various seasonings and stuff. You can come up with your own creative dishes yourself, but there's a few seasonings, but you probably have what you like as far as your seasonings in your pantry. So here we go. We got so you're going to make these up, measure these out, and put them in plastic baggies. I meant to get the ones where it has the white label across so you could write exactly what it is. But you're going to do that. So I opened one of these packets out and measured it out, kind of get a gist of how much is actually in there. So there was a cup and a half in there. So you're using, I was going to use the same scenario in these. So you're going to measure out about just under a cup and a half, and then you're going to add the seasonings that will make up the rest. So a cup and a half in each of these, and put it in the bag. So it was kind of hard to figure out how much liquid you put in there. I mean, especially for the pasta. So on these packets, since you're measuring out about the same, they all say 2 cups of water. So a cup and a half of the pasta, about 2 cups of water. That way it's not, because the packet or the box on this says a quart of water, because so you're going to you'll have all that extra water in there. So about 2 cups of water for a cup and a half. Boil the water and then throw all the ingredients in. But I'm going to make one of these or a couple of these, and we'll see what they come out as. Okay, as far as seasonings, you got all these. Like I said, make your own kind of creations. Take this off there. Let's see. So things you can add in. I went to the grocery store and looked at a few things, and just walking around the grocery store, you kind of get some ideas. Dried pineapple would be kind of really good with some Spam, kind of like Asian influence. With this one, the ones I'm gonna make with a little soy sauce. Now, when you make these up, obviously you're not going to take this with you. Next time you're at the get some Chinese takeout or whatever, you could grab a couple of extra packets of soy sauce. So you could just add those straight into the bag with it. I mean, obviously closed, and then you'd kind of add them in at the end to add a little extra zing. Duck sauce would go good, or honey teriyaki sauce with that. That'd be kind of really good. And some other things that you could use are these little seasoning packets that you already got. You add these and ranch stuff. Just be careful about the salt content. You might want to make a few of these before you just pack them up and go backpacking, just to try them out before you get out there. And they might really watch out on salt, because a lot of these are very salty. So you could even do Mexican style stuff. Other things I've found walking around that can easily be added to these. So we're going to do a lot of these, and a lot of you use as the base wood chicken cubes. There's also other ones there too, and these cubes they also come not in the cube form, so you could just like measure out a tablespoon or whatever you need and add it to the packet. So a couple other things I said. Well, if you're going on a smaller hike, I found this spaghetti, and what it asks for is, all it asks for here, you can't see that, but it's asking for a 6-ounce can of tomato paste. So you can take that. I know you don't want to carry a lot of cans, but they make like a almost like a toothpaste container of tomato paste. So you could get that and take it with you and use it instead. It might be a little lighter weight. Or if you are taking a couple of cans, you could add to those things. I think they make this in a packet. I couldn't find one, but I'm sure they do. Some of the chicken, and you could just use it to add to your pasta dish or whatever. This is Chipotle flavor. One other thing I found was, I hope they made this in a smaller size, so you could just add that straight to your pasta. It's really cool. Velveeta. You can. So this is about size for 2. Actually, I wish there was one that was a little bit smaller. It might be out there, but I just went to Walmart and Kroger, so I didn't go to any specialty stores or anything like that. Excuse me. All right, so now let's go ahead and make one of these things and see what they look like. All right, I'm gonna make 2 dishes for you: a rice dish and a pasta dish. I'm getting the water boiling here. 2 cups of water on each of these. The pasta dish, there's just mix it all up in there with all the seasonings. Takes 6 to 7 minutes, and the rice takes 5 minutes. So, it's like we're almost there. Hopefully this doesn't steam up my lens. But let's see, for the pasta dish, I'm making like a dill type, creamy, buttery type dish. And it looks like the water's about boiling for it. We'll go ahead and add it first, since it takes 6 to 7 minutes. So we'll just go ahead and add the whole packet straight in there. And get it stirring around. I'm just going to stir it occasionally. Set the timer for that. And then for the rice, what you do is get the water boiling, dump it in, stir it around, and make sure it's still boiling. When it starts to boil, turn off the heat and put the lid on, and that will take about 5 minutes. This doesn't boil over. Alright. That smells good. This pasta dish is like a creamy, buttery dill. Thought it would go good with one of those salmon packets. So that's what I kind of... Now for this other rice dish, let me read to you what it had in it. It has pineapple, a little bit of dried pineapple, like a handful of that, and red pepper flake, garlic, and 2 of those chicken cubes. So that's what that has in there. Also, I was going to add a little thing of soy sauce, 2 of these at the end, and some Spam. I was going to stir in some Spam, one of those packets of Spam, and try that out. Right. So the cooking times looked about right, and 2 cups of water worked good with this. On the pasta here, I about halfway through I turned it off completely and put a lid on it. So let's try them out and see what they taste like. This doesn't really looks like I could have used some more seasoning. Let's try and find out. I added a packet of Spam here at the end. You know what I forgot? Add a packet of soy sauce. There, some honey would be good too. This is actually really good. It doesn't look that great. It's not a gourmet meal or anything, but it is pretty good. Got the little pineapple on there. And the Spam. Oh, let's try this. That salmon always looks gross, but it tastes good. There's a salmon packet. I just kind of put it on the side. You don't have to do it, but this gives you how big the portion size is out of these. Obviously, if you're hiking, you'll need some big portions there for your nightly meal. Let's try it with the salmon first. It's pretty good. Not quite as good as the other one, but still pretty good. All right, this one's clear winner. This one would be good, probably like I said before, if you added like that horsey sauce or whatever from Arby's in there right at the end, make it a little bit more creamier, would be good. But it's good. I just like this one better. That pineapple in there is awesome. A little bit of ham. Anyway, I don't know how I'm going to eat all this, but hey, like I said, it only costs $1, so I'm not wasting too much. Here. If I don't yet. That's really good. Alright, thanks for watching. Subscribe. Leave a comment at the bottom about maybe a dish that you came up with that kind of like this that you thought was good. Yeah, thanks for watching. Subscribe.